It's Friday. Let's see who pops in today. Man, it's a beautiful day here today. Sun is shining. I'm all hyped up about Behringer. Can't friggin' believe the news that's coming out and what they got. I got my Friday cyber shades on. But to head home now, get my studio set up. Hopefully get a jam in later tonight. So I got some plans for that. But yeah, we'll wait and see if a few people pop in here now. But woo! Nothing like Friday, baby. What does Mufasa say? What is it? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, we're rolling, baby. We got Behringer on a roll because I think they got another project in the works now, and they're about to hit. Because what Behringer likes doing, what's up, one man in there? How you doing? What I think we got going on is we got Behringer about to hit everybody with some. Hey, thanks, my man. We got these cyber shades going today. And nothing blocks the sun like these. This blocks the sun while also letting you catch those wonderful, super positive sonic rays. So yeah, I was saying that Behringer's got some stuff in the works, man. They're going to start coming with the Behringer tsunami of news is how I like to call it, because they did those 10 synthesizers last year now. Well, I guess we're going to consider, do we consider the UBXA as a 2023 synthesizer, or are we going to consider it as a 2024? That's the question. I guess if we get a demo in on YouTube, if we get a demo in somewhere by somebody, I heard Wine and Synths. If you don't know Wine and Synths, follow his channel. He's very cool. If you don't know Wine and Synths, he told me that his UBXA keyboard is coming, I think he said this week. So if he gets that this week, then we'll consider it a 2022 synth. Oh yeah, baby, the future's so bright. We got to put on the cyber shades. That's how bright the future is. Yeah, so Wine and Synth is getting his UBXA keyboard this week, I heard. And if it ain't this week, then maybe it's next week. But either way, it's going to be before Christmas. I know that for sure. And so I guess we'll officially say that Behringer released 9 synthesizers this year. Can we name them? Let's try and name them. We got the Behringer Edge. We got the Behringer Cobalt, we got the JT4000, we got the Pro VS Mini, we got the Behringer Solina string machine, we got the Behringer Toro bass synthesizer, we got the Pro 800, we got, oh man, I gotta let the nitros kick in. Yeah, we got the Pro 800, we got the UBXA. So that's I was talking to someone the other day in the comments, and they were saying, it wasn't in one of my videos, in someone else's videos, and they were saying, Behringer doesn't release anything. And I'm like, have you lost your mind? What do you mean that, like, in my world, when someone says somebody doesn't release something, it actually doesn't mean that they've released 10 things. I don't know. What kind of math is that? That's not the kind of math the samurai learned in grade school. When someone says they released nothing, they can't have released 10 things. And I just named them all off. You know, so Edge, Cobalt, Toro, Solina, Pro 800, Pro VS Mini, JT4000, UBXA. You know, right there. There's probably another one I'm missing. Am I? Am I missing any? Oh yeah, the TD3 mod. Did they do that this year too? So when someone says that Behringer hasn't released nothing, hold on now, boss, I just got to speed up and put the hot rod in cruise control so we can relax a little bit here while we're riding. There we go. We just reached cruising altitude. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're rolling. Yeah, so when someone says Behringer doesn't release synthesizers, you know what I say to them? I don't say anything anymore, because the facts are the facts. And in this world of alternative facts, which I love alternative facts, because we're living in a quantum multi-dimensional world at the moment where, you know, sometimes up is down and sometimes left is right, and it's up to us to figure out how to get out of this little maze, if you know what I mean. So, but you can't question the fact that Behringer has released 9 synthesizers this year. Yeah, exactly. Behringer has released 9 synthesizers this year. And hot off the press yesterday was the PPG Wave, which, if my sources are correct, we are going to see that hopefully by next summer. You know what I mean? And if we can see the PPG Wave next summer, before I got cut off yesterday when I was driving my missus' car and the phone fell off the dashboard because she doesn't have the super synth car setup, we were talking about the triple stack, man. Can you imagine having a DeepMind 12 module and a UBXA module and by module I mean desktop, and a PPG Wave desktop and a triple stack like you would have the subharmonica on the Mother 32 and the DFAM, if you speak my language. So imagine having those big bad boys in that triple stack. You can't beat that. I mean, I think as a sound designer, an artist, or even just having those things in your living room, people, sometimes I think I just might buy a couple synthesizers if I get some cash, not even use them, just put them in the living room. If anybody ever drops over, they'd be like, what's that? Because we're in a kind of, we're in a pretty big niche here, or small niche, I should say, but not a lot of people know about synthesizers. Like, when I sit down sometimes and I'm watching a movie, I'm like, do you know that every sound in this movie is made by a synthesizer? Every single one. Every sound. Pretty much every song you hear on the radio is also made with synthesizers or VST synthesizers. But people only know guitar, drums, bass, piano, or like orchestra instruments, which are all cool, but guess what? Synthesizers can make all those sounds. So it's a very small group of very cool people, and I always say it, the Samurai Nation community is awesome. You guys are amazing. I'm super pumped to come on and chat to you every day. I'm trying to put out as much content as I can while keeping the quality as primo as possible. And I think these live things are pretty cool. I don't know if you like them, let me know. If you don't like them, then I'm trying to do a little something for everybody, you know. I know a lot of people, when they get into the synthesizer genre, they'll abandon making jams and stuff, and I did that for a while I was concentrating on the synth show, but I know a lot of people like to jam, so we'll do some jams every now and then. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, do some jams. I got some synth cars. I got some synth car live streams. I got the synth show, which is the bread and butter, which I think I enjoy the most. And then we got another show coming up soon that I'm trying to get Synth Punk in on to do Punk versus the Samurai. We talked about it yesterday, where we will be going one-on-one against each other to find out who's got the chops to debate the pops. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's going to be cool. It's going to be called Synth Wars, Punk versus the Samurai. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if you guys are into it. You're into it. You know, I'm not really, like I said, I'm only doing this because I love music and I love you guys and I love the community and I find it cool and it's interesting, and I figured I'm doing this all day long. And I said to someone yesterday, my whole goal as the Synth Samurai is to go into the digital sonic forest and pull out the treasure and bring it to you guys so you guys can relax, spend more time with your ladies or your men or whatever. And then you can pop on, check out the Samurai, and I'll bring you the treasures that I found throughout my little journeys during the day, during the night, during the week. Because I'm a voracious absorber of information, and I love it. It's almost too much. So anyways, back to Behringer. Behringer, someone said today, Behringer is crappy quality. I don't understand that idea of crappy quality. Like, how is a Behringer synthesizer not good quality? I'd like someone to explain that. Because the guy couldn't explain it, and the only thing I could come up with was, all right, Behringer's TD3, the 303 clone, is made of plastic. But the original 303 from Roland was also plastic. So it seems Behringer tries to do, direct, sometimes to the detriment of what cool stuff they could do, direct clones. So, okay, yeah, let's say that was plastic, not awesome. The MS1, which was the SH1 clone, was also plastic. Yeah, exactly. That might have been the case, but it isn't the case anymore. And like I said to whoever I was talking to, we were just having a friendly debate. It's like, No, it's not the case anymore. Behringer synthesizers are equal to every other company in quality, but you have to do the price quality ratio. Now, I spent more money on my Korg synthesizers, which are complete plastic. Now, they sound awesome and I love them, the wave state, the op6, and the mod wave. I haven't had a problem either. Yeah, I haven't had one problem with any of them. So I got Korg synthesizers, which are plastic, complete plastic, and they almost feel like toys, and I love them. This isn't a knock on them, but they're way more expensive than the Behringer synthesizers, and the Behringer synthesizers are metal, and I guess that little kind of wood or whatever they got, and they're solid, they're heavy. I haven't had any issues. Yeah, oh yeah, they use quality plastics. Yeah, that's right. They use quality plastic. So if you're telling me that Behringer has low quality synthesizers, then you're also by default saying that Korg's quality is crap, Roland quality is crap, and any other company that uses plastic, because Behringer doesn't really use that much plastic in their synthesizers at all, you know? So I don't know what you're talking about quality. And when it comes to quality control, early on when Behringer first got into the synthesizer racket, okay, there might have been some quality control things, but I think they were few and far between. Now, when anyone gets a Behringer synthesizer, and trust me when I tell you this, I scour the internet like a madman, almost all day, almost all night. Take a few breaks here and there, and I watch everything in between, from bedroom musicians to demos to the synth Illuminati to regular dudes like us to Music Radar, Sonic State, Synth Anatomy, all the news sites. I scour every single thing. And you know one thing I never see? I never see anybody complaining about their Behringer synthesizers who own them actually saying they're low quality or they're having issues with them. Now, the issues that people do bring up about Behringer, for example, let's take the Pro 800 as the most recent one. The issue was, Behringer, you made the Pro 800 too much like the original Prophet. You made it so much like it that we actually want you to get rid of the envelope style you made, okay? They actually wanted the envelopes to be, I might get this wrong, correct me. They wanted the envelopes to be snappier because the original Pro 800 or Pro 6, they weren't snappy enough. So that's not really a quality issue. That's basically saying, Behringer, you were too awesome. Yo, 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 what's up, synth punk, baby? Yeah. So basically you're saying, Behringer, you are too awesome. You made the Pro 800 too much like the original. Can you please update the firmware and make the envelopes less like the original so we can make cooler sounds? And Behringer was like, no problem. Did it in like 2 days. Here's your firmware update. Boom. So basically that's a compliment. So that's not a quality issue. Now, let's have a chat. Moog synthesizers. And maybe on the first episode of Synth Wars, the Punk versus the Samurai, since Synth Punk's in the chat, we're going to have to go one-on-one Moog versus Behringer, because, and maybe the first topic will be, who's had more quality control issues with their synthesizers, Moog or Behringer? Let's take a vote right now. Who votes Behringer had more quality control issues, and who votes Moog had more quality control issues? Let's wait for the thumbs up. So, do what you want. You just write it in. Mini Moog is the best. Hey, you think so? I think the Mini Moog is the best Mini Moog, is what the Mini Moog is. Moog 1. I heard Moog 1 had so many quality control issues that Moog stopped even addressing it. They were just like, screw it. We're not updating the firmware no more. Too many people are complaining. You know, sorry, we gotta go harvest some more wood for the Cherry Mini Moog that we're gonna release in 6 years. That is what is Moog? Moog does reissues of reissues. So Moog clones their own clones. Yeah, Moog 1 was a mess, I heard that too. But I will note, Synthpunk did do one of the coolest Moog songs. Is it pronounced Moog or Moog? I like calling it Moog. They should call it Moog. I think In Music should come out with a video introducing the new company as Moog, okay? And their first new synthesizer should be called Moog, and it should have cow print. So instead of wood, they should do cow print panels and call it the Moog and put an extra O in there. Call it the Moog. Yeah, that's what they should call it. Yeah, the Moog. Or sorry, the Moog. And it's got cow print. It's black and white. Behringer's going to release the Lindrum. From what I heard from a little birdie, the Lindrum, I think, is going to be 2024, I think, because they're due for another drum machine, and it seems like their pattern is synth drum machine, synth drum machine, synth drum machine. So we're about to hit the synth, which would be the UXA and the PPG, and then drum machine. So that would be the Lindrum. So Lindrum, I'm guessing maybe fall 2024. They got to come with a drum machine soon. And I think the drum machine's easy for them. I think they're just holding it in their back pocket because they got the RD8, they got the RD9, and they might even do like a real close drop of the Lindrum and the BMX. That's the Oberheim clone of the DMX, I think it was called. The Lin is great. Have you ever played the Lindrum, Synthpunk? I've never played it. I've just heard it and seen it. And I like the orange and black colors. I think it's cool. Very cool. Oh, you use Seth Lindrum? Hey, Synthpunk, can you do me a favor, man? And why don't you... Does Seth live close to you? You should get over to his place again, man, and do one of those POV videos where you show Seth and some of his gear and his Lindrum. I'd love to hear the Mellotron again because I've been looking and getting the Mellotron Mini, I think it's called. Best for sure. Seth's cool dude, man. I like when you do videos with him too. I think he's an awesome guy. If you guys haven't checked out Synthpunk's latest video, go over to his channel, and I think it's 2 videos ago he did it. One before the Moog video. He's got Seth the legend. The Mellotron. Man, I love the Mellotron. Do you think someone can put the Mellotron... You think there's a Mellotron sample pack that I can download for the HydroSynth Deluxe? That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to get the Mellotron samples on the HydroSynth. Oh yeah, post Seth and Synthpunk. Sweet. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that big time. Yeah, is there anything you guys want me to do, man? I got some videos coming up. I got the in-laws over tonight for a little pizza party. And then hopefully over the weekend I can get some content made. When I get home today, the Behringer Wasp. Oh yeah, the Bellotron. All right, so we got to get a hold. I know someone at Behringer, I think, that we can put the word in for them to get the Bellotron going, because I think the Bellotron would be a huge hit. Bellotron for what, $3.99, $4.99? See, the thing is once they get the PPG down pat and they get the Lindrum with the samples from the drums and everything, once they get their sampling ability down, then you're going to see some cool stuff come out from Behringer for sure. So yeah, when I get home today, I think the Behringer Wasp is going to be there, so that'll be ready. I'll get my demo going for the raffle, and like I said in last week's video, if you're into the raffle, I'm going to do a demo video. I'm going to hide a password or a riddle inside the video somewhere, and all you got to do is find the answer to it. Email me. The email's in the description, synthsamuraiproductions@gmail.com. Email me the answer, and I will throw you in the free raffle, and I'm going to give you the Behringer Wasp. Although a lot of people are telling me that I'm going to love the filter. They say the filter on that's amazing, but they're saying I'm going to love it, and you know what? They're right, because I love everything. I don't think there's anything I haven't loved except for the TE EP133 KO2. And I don't think, and I might end up loving that if I get that someday, but at the moment I don't love it. I like it, and I don't love it. So that's it. I hate nothing. I love everything, and I like lots of things, but I don't hate anything. Yeah, so we'll get the Behringer Wasp going home. I'm going to do a little, I guess I'll try to up my game a little bit and do a little more of a theatrical, because I want to do something cool. I'll do a little more of a theatrical demo for the Behringer Wasp, kind of like a little more theatrical intro, outro. Bill Gates. Which Bill Gates is this? Hopefully not the same one I'm thinking of. I hope Bill Gates is digital in 6 years, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, so we'll get the Wasp demo going. I'm going to do a little more of a I got some ideas, some theatrical video I'm going to do for that. And I think it's going to be cool. And that's the whole idea we were talking about. I'm trying to keep this channel samurai funded, samurai powered, samurai infused. So when I got a few t-shirts that I'm selling, some people seem to be loving the t-shirts. So I'm taking the profits from the t-shirts and I'm putting it in a separate synth bank, which I'm calling the Samurai Synth Demo Bank. And I'm going to be, at the moment, because the profits are super low, because I'm trying to keep the t-shirts low price, so I'm just taking it. And I got enough put together now that I bought the Behringer Wasp because it was on sale, and I'm gonna give it away. I think that's cool. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yep. So that's cool. And my goal one day is to, I don't know why, but I think my goal is to give away a Juno X. I want to own nothing and be happy. Yeah. You'll own nothing. How does he do it? It's the bugs. You will own nothing and you will be happy. It's the bugs. Don't drive the car. Live in the 15-minute city. Give everything to us and you be happy. Is that a good close impersonation? Yeah. Old Closey. Closey Claus. What's he got in store for us, I wonder, for Christmas? Old Close Claus. He ain't got nothing in store for me. Yeah, so we'll get the Behringer Wasp demo going. We will get, my two goals with the Synth Samurai show. I have two goals right now. One goal is to give away a Juno X, something like that. I want to get a Juno X or something along those lines of like an actual something. If you received it as a gift or a win, you'd be very, very pumped, And I think I can end up banking up enough cash from T-shirt sales and beer glasses and mugs and stuff like that I'll be able to raffle off a Juno X or a Hydra Synth or something like that. And I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd be pretty proud to do something like that. Yeah. And then I think one of my other goals is I'm trying super hard to be the first synth person on YouTube to do a one-on-one interview with Uli Behringer. That's my goal. My whole goal, and I'm putting it out in the universe right now. All right? If Patch Dog's out there, pass along the word as I'm the unofficial, let's call it, I'm like a mercenary out there, the unofficial hype man for Behringer. And my main goal out there is, Patch Dog, if you're watching, is to get a one-on-one interview with Uli Behringer. I'd love to sit down with Uli, and I'd love to, because I think Uli is I like to reckon him as the Elon Musk of the synthesizer world. He is turning it upside down, inside out, and to me, he's rebalancing he's leveling the playing field and letting a lot of these synthesizer companies know. Because you know what? I don't really have time anymore for being like, Moog and Sequential, they just, they're small companies, they didn't make any money, and man, I think I read the other day that Sequential sold the company for anywhere between $29 and $79 million, okay? That is a lot of cheese, all right? And of course they did, because they're selling synthesizers for $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. Like I said a little while ago, I can buy a Kawasaki Ninja for $4,000. So if Sequential or Moog wants to put a Mini Moog or a Prophet 10, build it into a Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle, I'll buy it for $5,000, $6,000. But you can't sell me a synthesizer for $6,000 when Behringer's showed everybody that that's not how much they cost to make. So the curtain has been lifted, and Uli, the great Uli I call him, Lord of the Flies, has said this isn't how much it costs to make these things. and we can go back and recreate things that you guys refuse to make because your companies now have moved to a model of we want to charge the most amount of money for the lowest quality. Yeah, the polybrute. Okay, let me backtrack. Let me backtrack real quick. And if the internet gets a little choppy, don't mind that because I'm going through some dead zones down here in rural no man's land. But Arturia to me is at the moment second best company on planet Earth for synthesizers. Easy second best. Easy second best. Let me tell you why. One, they got the best MIDI controllers out there on the market at the greatest price. Two, I'm not into it, but they got absolutely amazing VST software that usually comes with the MIDI controllers, the Keylab, Keystep, and what's the other one? The Keystep, Keylab, and whatever the other ones. Keystep Pro. Okay? So, and don't forget, they got the Polybrute, which is arguably, and I even think Synthpunk will back that up. Yeah, the Mark III is supposedly amazing. My buddy just bought it. $200? Give me a break. Okay? So then you got the Polybrute, the Polybrute, which is, I think, probably the best synthesizer in the last 3 years, for sure. Maybe the best synthesizer in the last 10 years with everything it's got. It's amazing. And I want one. I don't have one, but man, you know what? Change it. My goal of this channel and my raffles is I want to give away a Polybrute, okay? Arturia Polybrute. I'm going to raffle off someday. You go back, timestamp this video, whatever time it is, 26:41 seconds. I'm going to raffle off a Arturia Polybrute at some point in my journey and our journey together. So, but yeah, so Arturia is second best company on planet Earth for synthesizers, only second to Behringer. And let me tell you why Behringer's the best. Behringer is the best because they have the highest quality price point ratio. They have the best sound price point ratio, and they have the best and quickest model price point ratios, and they release synthesizers like it's going out of style. There's no company on earth that releases 10 synthesizers in 1 year. Name one. Name one. You can't name one. I don't think you can name one. If you can name one, then I'll think about moving Arturia up to first place. What'd you say? Behringer Bucks came through. I'll tell you what, the Model D and Neutron, I got them both, and I did that Krell patch the other day, which I went back and watched it, and man, I think I messed up the patch. I think I patched the cable in the wrong spot. I patched the LFO uni into the Mult 1 that was supposed to go into the attenuator, so I messed that up. But anyway, I'm going to do a video where I patch out the Model D, the Neutron, and maybe I'll even throw the Wasp in there for a little bit. We'll see. But anyways, fellas, yeah, you gotta love the fair prices of Behringer. Like I said, and I think it's an absolute shame. It's a shame to the synthesizer community and the synthesizer fans and synthesizer customers and just all of us on YouTube. Yeah, I'll do another Krell video. It's a shame to everybody how... Yeah, so it's a shame how none of the Synth Illuminati will cover Behringer. Isn't that a shame? Are we joking? Are we kidding ourselves? The whole point of the Synth Illuminati is to bring us the goods and show it to us. And they're just not showing us. There's a couple of them. I think Bits still covers it. He's cool. He's got an awesome channel. I think Wine and Synths is an awesome channel. They still cover Behringer. Synthpunk the Great still covers Behringer. And not speaking of them at all, because I think not speaking of them is a shame. Because it's just censorship's dumb. I ain't into it, and I just don't think it's cool. So anyways, I got a dart. That's that synth stream. I got to get home. We got a pizza party coming. I got my Behringer Wasp for the raffle. You guys have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll show up at some point. Thanks for tuning in.